Hi, how are you guys? Sorry I'm a little bit late. I got sidetracked. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Okay. Hope you're doing great. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm Stefan, for everybody new, and this is the White Dog Tarot. We're going to be doing some readings today, and if you're new to my show, all my live shows are free, and if you're interested in a private reading, you can connect with me through my email or on Instagram in my video description. You guys are having a great day. You know, I forgot what day it was for a second. It feels like Friday, but it's Tuesday. I guess that's a good sign. Hey, soul child, how are you? How's everything going with your dad? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing really good today. I'm kind of getting used to it. It's like 4:30 here in New York, and it's already getting dark out. So I'm at this really cool place that just opened up. I'll show you guys. Ready? Okay, how is Tay feeling about your connection? Have you just asked him? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. You know what, soul child? I was just about to give you a hard time, but the way that you worded that, I approve of. I approve of the way that you worded that. Carrie, you're so cute. I saw your messages. And stop trying to turn me into like your high school girlfriend that you gossip and send screenshots to about boys. But it looks like you weren't too subtle, because you were concerned about your subtlety, so. Okay. Okay, you know what, Soul Child, before we start, I just want to share this with everybody. Um, I had I did a private reading for someone earlier today, and it was really intense. It was really intense, and I think it resonates with a lot of people. Um, and before I came on today, I pulled cards to ask if there's any messages that I should speak about. And I drew the Emperor card, the Knight of Rods, and I drew the Strength card. And it felt very fitting, kind of with the reading that I did for this girl earlier. I don't know if I call every woman a girl. She was an adult. And, the message that I was really picking up on from those 3 cards that I drew, it's really about taking your power back, not holding back from really going after that, spark, the passion that you feel inside of you, and really knowing that, we all really have the strength to go after those things, whether it's a person, an idea, something we're being called to do. It really spoke to me today. I think a lot of us are so afraid to step into our emperor energy. We're so afraid to find the strength that we have. My hair looks good today, thanks. To really take a chance, obviously I need to keep my reading with this, with my client confidential, but we had some really intense messages that felt very universal, especially when it comes to our feelings, to love. So many people are so afraid to just accept the way that they feel about things, to really just surrender to deep feelings about someone. In some cases, something we're being called to do, but in her case, about someone. And what I can share about that with everyone? When we are brave enough to accept what we feel about someone, and take a chance to reach out to that person, to let them know how we feel. I mean, for some of you, to apologize, to make things right. No matter what happens, being able to do that, and then over time be able to detach from whatever happens, that's how we bring peace into our life. Because I can tell you, going after something and failing might bring temporary regret, but the regret of not doing something, it can haunt us forever. It can last forever. Regret follows us for lifetimes, especially over the things we didn't do or the things that we chose to not say to other people out of fear. And, I think a real uncomfortable truth that I think is humbling for, I think for anybody who really takes a second to really step back and look at themselves. It blows my mind how many of us feel so brave when it comes to doing the wrong thing. You know, so much confidence when it comes to lying to someone, doing something deceptive. But to feel so cowardly about doing the right thing, answering for it, doing something to actually make yourself happy. That's what the Strength card is. It's like self-realization, stepping into your power, inner growth, inner struggle. Guys, we always think we have more time until we don't, you know? I've had to have a lot of people in my life die to teach me that. Don't be brave about the wrong things, okay? Be brave and confident and bold about the right things. And no matter what happens from that, that should give you peace, okay? Because sometimes taking a chance, and in some cases it not giving you the answer that you were hoping for, that's gonna bring you a hell of a lot more peace than all the regret you may or may not carry for never doing a fucking thing about it. So if you love somebody, tell them. If you need to make something right with someone, do it. That's how we pay off our debt. So we don't have to bring it back the next life. All right. All right, one soliloquy is enough for today from Stefan. All right, soul child. Hey, blessings. Nice to meet you. And Emperor, Knight of Wands, Strength energy. I'm gonna say this one. You know what? You know what made me think of it, soul child? You. That energy includes not just being brave enough to like follow the spark that you have for something or someone. It's about being strong enough, fucking bold and brave enough to do the right thing, to stand up for people, to protect people that you care about, to not fucking follow people. The Emperor doesn't follow, he leads. And in a lot of ways, he's kind of the opposite archetype of the Hierophant. Obviously, both of them are just and ethical. The Emperor does not follow systems. He doesn't follow traditions, like in some case, deep-rooted traditions. He creates his own value system, and he has very strong convictions about it. I mean, he will protect them viciously, and I mean with passion. The Emperor stands up for what's right. He advocates for other people. And he does it with real conviction. And that's energy I try to channel into my show for all you guys, you know. I have more resilience and strength than I know what to do with, so if I can give some of it to you guys to advocate for you, that's my exchange. I mean, I certainly would like to have someone do that for me at some point in my life, but I don't need it. Obviously, besides for Carrie. But she's all the way in Australia. That's a little too far for a long-distance relationship. Okay. I know you do, Carrie. And I'm grateful to you for it. Blessings, where are you chatting with us from? Hey, Debbie. Spiritual spooning. Sorry, Carrie, you can get me daydreaming. Guys, I'm such a triple water sign. All right. I love romance. I love being in love. And in some ways, I kind of love being heartbroken too. You know, it's a reminder of how deeply you can love someone, you know? I mean, I hope I don't have to experience anymore, but I'm certainly grateful. Okay, soul child. Spiritual connection. Soul child, what's this person's name? Arizona. I love Arizona. I'm pretty sure I still have at least one unpaid traffic ticket from 16 years ago in Arizona. Tay. Okay. What's the spiritual tie between soul child and Tay? What's the blockage? Okay. Big energy, soul child. The soul tie that you guys share, heavy earth. It's all earth energy. Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. The spiritual soul tie, like the lesson for you guys are both earth signs. There you go. No coincidences. You two are supposed to, and when I say teach each other, it means like hold up a mirror to each other's soul. It's what you learn about yourself on a deeper level through being with someone. One, it's the ability to be self-aware, reflect. The Hermit chooses to be alone in reflection. he holds this light, really, so he can shine it on all the darkest corners of himself, the uncomfortable things. It's the card of seeing ourselves clearly. I think you two were also meant to teach each other what it truly takes to build like a solid foundation for a relationship from a practical, stable level. What it truly takes for both of you to contribute in some practical, like real world way in the 3D. Wow, I just got a heavy message, soul child. And I don't want to relitigate what you shared with us on the last time we did a reading for you because it was really heavy. This relationship's supposed to help you heal some of your parental wounds that you carry, mother and father wounds. Okay? So you can break, I hate saying generational curse. It sounds too epic, but in some ways, yeah. And guys, I mean, I do believe in generational curses, and we don't have to make this like, some ancient curse from like Lord of the Rings. Let's make this practical so we can all understand. Let's talk about proclivity for alcoholism in your family. Doctors ask you that. That either your parents, is there a history of alcoholism in your family? That's breaking a generational curse. No one would ever call it that who doesn't watch tarot, but to me it's breaking patterns. I could tell you what one of my patterns that I'm en route to break. It's watching both of my parents spend essentially, my parents separated when I was 1. It's watching both of my parents be in the most unhealthy relationship dynamics throughout really my whole life with people after they separated, and for different reasons, very different reasons. And I kind of took on that energy for sure, we can save that one for another day. I'm happy to talk about it because to me that helped my healing, and it helped me understand myself better and where some of my issues come from. I digress. Your blockage, self-love, and mutual vulnerability. Okay? It's honesty from the heart, okay? And it's preventing you guys from really breaking that cycle together. This is also supposed to teach you about new. I just got chills, confirmation. You guys really are supposed to grow with each other. The vulnerability and being emotionally present for one another, not in like an unhealthy way, but really going deep, diving deep with each other. That cycle is going to teach you both how to trust again. It's going to teach you to trust. So that's what I have for you. What's up, Mark? I'm great, man. Guys, please feel free to subscribe if you're new. And guys, please donate to my show. My show runs on your donations. I have Cash App and Venmo, and it's in my video description. My Cash App's WhiteDogTarot, so is my Venmo. And I'll always prioritize paid questions, so. That's great. You're so welcome. You're just talking about being more transparent. That's the only way to be, you know? I mean, what is a person you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with if you can't be truly honest with them, even about the uncomfortable shit, you know? It's not easy, but like that, to me, that's what real love looks like. Obviously it takes time to be able to open up like that, but I mean, there's very few people that I've really told like the depths of my my dark past to. Really only one person, actually my last girlfriend. Yeah, and despite what happened, I don't regret it, you know. My only hope is, you know, me showing up as I really am can help other people always, so to do the same for themselves. What's coming new for you, blessings? Let's find out. You too, soul child. Hey, if you guys want, we could do, I actually did one at an event. If you and Tay, we could do a private couples reading. That would be fun. Like, obviously off air. We could do a 30-minute reading. They're $40, so. Thanks, Debbie. Okay. All right, blessings. Blessings, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? What do you do for work? Give me your brief history. Helps me tap into your energy. You know what tarot cards I'm using. I'm using my ancient Italian tarot deck, generously gifted to me by my friend Debbie. This deck's really grown on me a lot, and I love the way the cards feel too. No work yet? Okay. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? And what are you interested in doing? Like, what are you passionate about doing? Because my experience is usually when we feel like galvanized by something, like connected to something, it's a lot easier to find work. Yeah, no, I understand you're unemployed. What are you interested in? Like, what excites you? I know that's a tough question. I mean, it took me damn near 36 years to figure it out. Well, I don't want to say 36, but I mean, up until I was 10 years old, I was convinced that I could actually be a knight, like a mounted knight, but not much use for them these days. No idea? Okay. You know, something that I find helpful for myself is to ask yourself, if money wasn't an issue for you, what do you just enjoy doing? What could you enjoy doing for free? And I don't want you to necessarily think about it in terms of a profession. Perhaps look at it like something you're drawn to, like something broad. You know, I really love animals. I really love drawing. I love to cook. Healthcare operations, that's what you're passionate about? Thanks, Bebo. Appreciate that. You said women are looking for a knight in shining armor all the time. Well, I have yet to be unhorsed. Okay. Medical field? Have you been unemployed for a while? Okay, so it sounds like you have you went to college for that? Bebo, it's nice to meet you, by the way. I always keep a special place in my heart for anybody new who pops up and the first thing they say is something sweet or poignant or both. Let's see what we need to know. Blessings. I feel like I can help you with this. Okay. Yeah, no, I hear you. How long have you been unemployed for? Because, you know, things like that, I find that you probably have a lot of really valuable skills that carry over to things like maybe adjacent to what you've been looking at. You know, sometimes, and again, if you've only been unemployed a month, disregard, but a lot of times if we feel like stuck or like we're hitting blockages or things aren't moving for us, like for a while, like for instance work, sometimes, well, I'm not going to say sometimes, I'd suggest often that may be like the universe trying to give you nudges, gentle or not gentle. 2 years is a long time, okay. So I'm going to suggest that, I guess, on the coattails of what I was just trying to say to you. Often, that means we need to do something or change something, we need to take a different approach, big or small. You know, if you're only applying one way to one very narrow field and you're not having success, you know, often that's the universe saying, hey, let's change something up. Let's change our approach. I'll give you, for instance, I'm not saying that you did or didn't do this. Let's say you only apply online. Going in person, maybe expanding, thinking about what skills you have that might be beneficial to like other groups, like nonprofits. Do you do like data entry, things like that? Like administration stuff? What's the blockage for blessings? It's been a tough 2 years. Was this someone else? Yeah, okay. Did someone leave you? Was there a relationship that ended? Like somebody walked away? Oh, it smells so good in here. Nato Makaya, nice to meet you. I'm Stefan, great to have you. Where are you chatting with us from? It's not too late. I'm just doing a reading right now, but I'd be happy to do one for you. And if you'd like to do small Cash App donation or Venmo to White Dog Tarot, you'll get moved to the front of the list. That goes for anybody. So you said yes, blessings? Okay. Blessings. I'm so happy to have you. And I know that when you found my show, you definitely didn't sign up for me. To me, if I just tell you what's coming towards you with no context for who you are, what you've been through, to me, I don't think that's helpful. To me, it can be really confusing and misleading. You know, I think it's really interesting that this came out for you. The Magician. I say this to everyone. Guys, change happens through us creating it in real life. Okay? I completely reject any notion of any tarot channel that tells you you're gonna have windfalls of money and fall in love every month. That's not how real life works, guys. All right? There's always exceptions. All right? The Magician is about really figuring out what you truly want and then creating and putting energy into it. I think there's a lot of self-doubt. And you know what? I think whatever happened with this person who left you, I think it really affected your confidence. I think you're spending a lot of your energy thinking about that. All right? I'm not trying to call you out because we've all been there. But I think your subconscious manifestations right now are going towards this, and I think you're on autopilot with trying to find a job. The blockage is you needing to let it go. Okay? And I'm sorry what you went through. I know that you thought you were going to have forever with this guy. Guys, I can't read your questions while I'm in the middle of a reading, okay? Hey, Eamon, nice to meet you. So please just be patient till I'm done with the reading, okay? And again, I do my best with order. If you want to be moved to the front of the list, any donation, big or small, to my CashApp or Venmo, the White Dog Tarot, no spaces. It's in my video description, and you'll be moved to the front of the list. Tell me about work for blessings, and we're going to move on. Is she on the right track for... Okay. Hey, listen, you will get a job, okay? Blessings, you will get a job. I promise you, you're not going to be unemployed the rest of your life. Put your heart into it, okay? If things are, again, if things are not materializing for you with work or job opportunities, take a chance. Expand your search. What's Blessing's biggest strength? I love this, Blessings. I'm so shocked this came out. It's amazing. And you got two major arcana. You got the Fool card and the World card. And I specifically asked what your biggest strength was. There is not a chance in hell you even register this as a strength. Do you know what this means to me? You're putting so much energy into your past relationship. It's taking your bandwidth and focus and self-confidence away from finding work. And I know that you're looking for work. I know you're applying. Guys, we have to put our intentions, our full energy into things to get the results that we really want. Your strength that you don't recognize is your ability to start new things, new beginnings, take chances. I just got chills. And the universe is fucking begging you to do it. They're begging you. The world is like, that is like the happiest fucking card. That's reaping rewards, breaking cycles. I don't know if you feel bound to where you live. I'm gonna say you don't, actually. I'm gonna say you don't. You know why? You might you might tell me you're bound. I don't think you are, though. More abstractly, to the place you live. The reason I say that is because the World card came out. Live a little. Apply to a place out of the city you live in. Think about somewhere you'd love to live. Apply to a place in that city. You know what the fun part of applying to jobs is? And I say this because before I was a tarot reader, a broke one who has a free YouTube channel, I did corporate, management, tech sales. And And I was really good at getting jobs. I interviewed well. The fun part about applying to things is that you don't have to take the job. Remember that. So what's holding you back from just trying something new, looking in a different direction? You know what I mean? I think sometimes we miss that. Just because we apply to something that's like a little off the path, that sparks us a little bit, or we apply to something that's perfect for us, but in maybe a different city or state or country. And yeah, that's things we might have to think about later. There's nothing stopping you from applying, interviewing, and then deciding if it's right for you, or saying it's not. Take a chance, big or small. Whoever this asshole was who left you, send him a thank you note, okay? He did you a favor, all right? That guy's not living his best life, okay? Not that we need to rejoice at, like, in other people's hard times. That's also not how you bring in blessings, wishing bad on other people. I can promise you guys. I can promise all of you, if there is anyone who feels like they need to be happy through seeing someone that you've been with struggle or be sad, you're asking for trouble spiritually. You're asking for trouble. So, blessings, I believe in you, okay? You're welcome. And hey, I want you to be happy. I want you to feel successful, okay? And you know what I also want? I want you to come back here in like 2 months, maybe less, and say, you know what, Stefan, you were right. I changed something and I got a job, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this right now, okay? And this is the fucking truth. Because I know how you feel, and I know what it feels like to be unemployed for 2 years. Well, I don't know what it feels like to be unemployed for 2 years. Your human value has nothing to do, and your self-worth has fucking nothing to do with whether or not you're employed or not, okay? Your human value and your self-worth has nothing to do with your fucking economic output, okay? We attach our identities so much to our jobs that sometimes we forget who the fuck we really are. You are more than being employed or unemployed. You are more than your job title. Okay? And I know how you feel. I mean, damn, your demographic, like people 45 years old, I mean, guys, even before COVID in the United States, I don't know if any of you know this, it's pretty jarring, and it's almost unheard of in a developed Western nation. Before COVID, the United States, our life expectancy rate went down. Like, our life expectancy as a country started to go down even before COVID. And a lot of it has to do with economic instability, I think, particularly with men in their mid-40s. I'm a huge nerd, and I like to read a lot. That's the only way I'll have an opinion on something or form an opinion. A lot of the states in the Midwest, there is like a direct correlation between unemployment rates going up and suicide and drug overdose rates going up, particularly in middle-aged men. Actually, by the numbers, it's actually kind of funny. Women who have more free time tend to be more productive, like volunteer more. This is just by the numbers. Men, men who have more free time, like due to lack of work, tend to be extremely destructive. Like, again, just broadly, like they tend to play video games more, start to drink more, like they volunteer less. It's actually kind of funny. It's actually not funny at all, but it's pretty eye-opening, so. Sorry if I missed some comments. Anyway, blessings, you're gonna be fine. So I'm trying to read some of the comments. Okay. Amon, do you say I should be a therapist? Well, I do like to play armchair psychologist. I'm definitely not a therapist. You're pursuing psychiatry. Very cool. I also have some quibbles about how do I say this? There seems to be just a complete lack of reluctance with a lot of psychiatrists in this country to explore how to help people outside of medication. You know, I think we're very quick to give people medication in this country, and a lot of people really need it. But as somebody who used to have like crippling anxiety, and my psychiatrist was very happy and trigger hungry to give me Xanax, which I do not take, and I would not recommend to anybody taking that. There's like a non-trivial amount of deaths from that drug. I actually discovered where my anxiety came from and how to resolve it without it. So I hope you practice with integrity. Hey, Galacticness. Am I an earth sign? I'm a triple water sign. I'm a Cancer, sun sign, double Scorpio, moon and rising, if you can believe that. Okay, who's next? Guys, please feel free to subscribe and like the channel. I do offer private readings if anyone's interested. You get me one-on-one, and damn, we can get a lot accomplished if anyone's interested. My private readings are $40 for half an hour, or $75 for an hour. And you can email me or connect with me on Instagram. If you're interested, both are in my video descriptions, my contact info. And I do lessons as well, if anybody wants to learn tarot. Okay. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Nice meeting you too, man. You're in Pakistan? Very cool. I'm in New York. Well, Aman, how about this? When you finish school, I would love to have you on the show once you're a clinical licensed psychiatrist. How about that? Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate you. I'd be happy to. Aman. Am I saying your name right? Is it Aman? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Aman, you better not fucking ask me about your ex-girlfriend. I'll kill you. Iman? Iman? Iman. Okay. You guys want to see this place? It's really cool. Okay. Oh, you're a woman? I'm sorry. Did I say your name right? Iman? Wait, I'm sorry. I know what it is. It's Iman. Did I get that right? Give me a thumbs up if I got it's Iman. Did I say it right? Third time's a charm. Okay. I didn't say it right. I'm sorry. Aman. Okay. Aman. Okay. We'll get there. Okay. All right, Aman. Well, it's great to meet you. How old are you, and how much schooling do you have left? And what kind of specialty in psychiatry are you looking to go into? Inside the minds of a tarot reader? Oh, you've been attracting weird, broken people? You're in the right place. I know that feeling. You know, Aman, I certainly can't speak for other people. And it's a hard thing to admit often when it comes to looking at yourself. But often, I think we may or may not attract broken people, because in some cases I think fail to see that we are also in some ways broken, you know? Okay, substance abuse. Feels like a losing battle, but a noble one. Yeah. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I think for a very long time, unbeknownst to me, I found myself addicted to like wounded, emotionally unavailable, absolutely beautiful, avoidant women's with high sex drives. Aman, let me ask you a question, and try to be as honest as you can about it. And I think I already know the answer, because I'm in a lot of ways picking up the mirror. You guys, I feel like, all mirror me. A lot of the things I've been through, just at different times. I really believe that. That's why you guys find this show and stay here. At what point did you pick up a real red flag, a real one, that you disregarded and that you realized in hindsight afterward? How soon into the relationship? Because often that's the aspect of us that's broken, you know? And it's tough to admit, but that's how we avoid it. Like, I can give you an example. I dated a girl, and after like a month, she said, you know, I have a really hard time opening up. I'm really guarded. You know what I should have done? I should have put my pants on, get my car keys, and leave. But the broken person in me stays, because I guess on some dark level, I like emotional challenges subconsciously. And let's be real, I don't. But that's the broken part of me. You know, I'd love to know what it's like to be in a relationship with somebody who's not emotionally guarded. I'd love that. But only till I realized that did my perspective change on myself, you know? So, I think your spiritual lesson that you still, and you know what? By the way, congrats to you. You should be really proud of yourself. You're 26, I'm 37. You have a pretty good running head start on most of us, because I just figured this out probably within the last year and a half, okay? It doesn't suck. You know why? Because we have to experience those things so we can, like, be with the right person, so we can find what's meant for us, so we don't get into a relationship for fucking superficial reasons, because some guy's handsome or he's got money. Do you know what I mean? That's how you find the right person. Because often those people that are the wrong people, we like them for the wrong reasons. Because they're attractive. Because of what they have. You know? I can already tell, and Aman, we can pull cards for you. I often say that I use my intuition first, always, and I use tarot secondary if I need it. Your lesson, especially as it parallels with your profession, is going to be being in a relationship with somebody who you don't look at as somebody you have to fix. Because it is not your job to be your next partner's fucking doctor or psychiatrist or like project, okay? I don't care how attractive they are, all right? It's about waiting and meeting somebody who's at least on your level, good or bad, okay? Because we all have problems. All of us do. Even you. We all come in with relationship wounds. Many of them can be worked through with the right person who's on your level. It's hard to work through relationship issues, again, when you're dating with people who are like way behind your curve in terms of the work they need to do on themselves. Sure, Aman. My Instagram's at the White Dog Tarot, and it's in my it's on my channel page and in all my video descriptions. So yeah, so that's what I'd share with you. So don't beat yourself up. You know, no experience is wasted. If you've learned something from it, you just want somebody who doesn't give up on you. That's sweet. I think that's what we all want at our core, you know? But a lot of us, in turn, I think have a hard time realizing what we give back. You know, it's easy to want somebody who's like really loyal, who's honest, who's not going to give up on us. A lot of times, we subconsciously give up on ourselves, you know? Because if you respect yourself, you have good boundaries, you know your worth, you don't put up with bullshit, that's how you're going to attract somebody who's going to lift you up in the right ways, okay? No, you shouldn't just stay alone. I'm not saying that. Let's get some cards for you. I think if you feel like there's still residual pain from some of your previous relationships, maybe that's not the right time to get into the relationship, you know? To me, when we feel happy and whole within ourselves, that's when we meet the right person, okay? And truthfully, Aman, damn, you are going to be a different woman by the time you're 30, let alone my age. We change so much, like between 18 and 30. I mean, I think our brains fully form around 26. You probably know better than me. You're in medical school. But, you know, I don't even recognize who I was from when I was 26. And frankly, you wouldn't recognize me either. I was a fucking menace to society. I was out of control. So I guess in short, in like a year from now, you very well may look at yourself from a year back and feel like you've changed a lot. And a lot of times when we change like that, the people that we were with don't even make sense to us anymore if they're the wrong person. If it's the right person, sometimes that brings up some regret. But we'll save that conversation for another day. But my point is, you know what? We all rush to want to get married. I could imagine people get married younger in Pakistan. Here it's later now than it was. But, you know, part of me feels like relationships can, and of course there's exceptions, can have more lasting power when you're meeting someone, let's say, and again, this is not backed by any data that I've researched. It could support it, truthfully. I'd actually argue it may, just on a whim. You know, like for me, I feel much better about meeting a woman now, or a woman who's like 30, who's again more self-actualized, who's been through things, who's had experiences, had the bad experiences, as opposed to, like, again, being 26, meeting a 26-year-old dude who still has shit to figure out, you know? So be grateful for that. You know, you're not behind the curve. Despite if you have friends around you, which I would suggest you probably do, who are getting married, and you're like, damn, why am I not married yet? You know what? Talk to those women in 5 years, see if they're still having sex in their marriages. That really took a left turn, but you know what? It seems like, let's pull cards. Enough talking. I gotta tell you, man, you seem like you have a really good heart. And damn, I wish we had more future psychiatrists in this country like you. Ooh, I just got chills. Are you on the right path? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know why? I didn't even realize I attracted broken women, like, or a specific type of person, till a few years ago. You're already aware of it. It seems like you're pursuing, I don't want to say it seems, it's apparent to me through talking with you and meeting you already that you're pursuing something that you're passionate about. You know, that you feel like you're aligned with. You know, it sounds like with helping people who need it. So, to me, you are absolutely on your path. But remember, it's a path. It's not a dead-end street, okay? It's a journey, all right? And you've just started on it, my friend. You know what I mean? Life is not supposed to be all good or all bad. That's not how things work. And to have the life on our highest timeline of the millions that we can end up being on, guys, the highest timeline is found through some tough experiences, okay? Nobody gets on their highest timeline through, you know, being born with a silver spoon in their ass, okay? And not experiencing any real challenges or loss. You know? I mean, and if, regardless of how you look at spirituality, religion, because to me, I don't exclude any of them. I mean, real paths of, like, enlightenment and real, like, inner peace and happiness come through a lot of pain and suffering. And a lot of us don't learn the fucking lessons. We destitute ourselves to just live in it. Live in the pain. Or we let the pain change us. Change our morals. Like, make us become more cynical. Like, make us respect and trust other people less. That's the lesson. Those are the lessons to me. It's living through really difficult experiences, learning, reflecting, and not letting it change who we are at our core, or our ability to, like, love someone unconditionally or love ourselves. You know? And you're damn right, I've met people that I really loved, who did let things from their past change them, change their values, change their perspective on how they want to treat people or approach relationships. I'll never fucking let someone else change me in a negative way. I'll never let a woman who hurt me like, who left scars on my heart to change who I am or my ability to love someone else. So, let's get some cards. Oh, thanks, Aman. You're sweet. I provided you comfort in an unimaginable way. You're sweet. You know, I'm pretty good at giving hugs, too, so. Might be a challenge all the way in Pakistan. But you know what, Aman? How about this? When you graduate, you come to New York, I'll take you on a date. All right? You can play armchair psychologist on me. Okay. Spirit, what can we tell Aman that I already know, but... Am I mistaken? Psychiatry licenses, is that like portable? Like, could you come to the States and be a psychiatrist? I don't really know how that works. Yeah, there you are. Okay. You said you have Scorpio in your chart? Damn. This is heavy. So much water energy. This looks like, Aman, this looks like my energy. You know what? I really think that you're supposed to be a healer for people. Like a real one. And real healers have to go through shit, okay? The things that you're going through right now, it's crazy. I've never seen such opposite energies, but it's beautiful. It's really giving me chills. Like, these are, oh my gosh, this is a lot. These are, I mean, this is echoing exactly what I was speaking with you about. These are spiritual lessons about yourself that are supposed to help you self-actualize into the best version of yourself, truly, okay? The best version of yourself, which is going to make you the best version of who you are for your life purpose as a doctor, being able to help people, finding true balance within your life, learning to find that through the struggles of anxiety, self-doubt. Letting the ego deaths happen. This is Scorpio energy. Letting, like, false foundations fucking crumble. So you can build yourself back up the right way through healing. Yes, Nine of Swords. I mean, this is beautiful. Sorry, I just had something weird happen. I'm on... This is gonna be crazy. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this. Did somebody pass away somewhat recently? Did somebody pass away recently? A woman? Was it a woman? I almost hope you tell me no, so I can seek medication. Yes. Do I want to go here? I think I just saw her. Well, let's just skip that for now. How do I know? I don't know. I kind of just felt like she was sitting next to me. It kind of freaked me the fuck out. I don't get that often. Your grandma? Okay. I think she kind of startled me. I have to be honest, that's never happened before, during a reading. Okay. She's absolutely with you, and clearly she's with me too. I know you asked about this being in the middle. The way I read is specific to me. I certainly don't read in a conventional way. I taught myself. So placement for you probably won't resonate the way it does for me. All right. So weird. Did she wear like dark red? Dark red, like maroon? Dark, all right, sorry, this is about you. Thank you, Grandma. Dark red, like maroon? Okay. Is that like a color she liked? I don't know why I got that. Anyway, these towers are good for you, okay? They're meant to help you heal and follow. This is about North Node. Okay? And these burdens and struggles, it's supposed to help you be emotionally grounded. It's supposed to help you become emotionally grounded. Funny enough, this person, the King of Cups, represents the archetype of like the person that people come to for advice, like confide in. You're tired of the burdens? Well, you know what? You'll get used to them. But 10 is completion. After a while, they won't feel like that because you'll have mastered the lessons. And I know you asked about your love life. To me, this is about your love life too. This is about your whole life, okay? Guys, I'm not here to placate anybody, all right? And I said it earlier, I'm not here to fucking promise you're gonna fall in love every month. You know, when somebody comes here and they say, what's coming in for love? You know what bummed me out if I was like nothing? Because sometimes that's the reality, all right? There's no reader that should, or channel that should be telling you you're gonna fucking fall in love every month. That's not how real life works, guys. And a lot of times, we're not supposed to. If we have things we need to work on within ourselves, do you really think spirit, the gods, however you look at what's bigger than us, do you really think they're gonna let you, do you really think they're gonna bring you in your person so they can watch you fuck it up because you're unhealed. Do you know what I mean? That's why we gotta look at ourselves clearly before we can see other people clearly, okay? We have to learn, it's not just realizing what we did. It's not acknowledgement of what we did wrong. It's understanding the why. That's when you fucking grow, okay? And Aman, just remember, I know there's things that you're going through. We're all going through stuff. Everybody is, okay? And I'm not trying to minimize you or anybody else's pain, ever. I mean, damn. Part of me feels like you guys would be horrified if you got to have a front row seat to some of the things I've had to live through. But my point is, a lot of times we forget how lucky we are. Aman, you are getting a college education. You have food to eat. You are a very fortunate woman, okay? Because I've been to places in the world where they don't even have running water, all right? People like, yeah, dirt floors. I mean, guys, look at the world right now. There's people who are don't feel safe when they go to sleep at night. There's so many places in the world that we don't ever hear about where people are really struggling. And to them, it would be an insult. It would be a fucking insult to some of these people who haven't eaten, who don't have a roof over their head. Some of the things that we look at as struggles, okay? And that's the fucking truth for all of us. All of us who are sitting and actually have a moment to watch YouTube. You know, we're lucky. We're really lucky. When I actually start making money for the show, anything that I have extra, after I pay my mortgage and maybe get another dog, I mean, I'm gonna use it to start or support any humanitarian organizations that I can, you know? I don't really care about money the way I used to. I used to be really materialistic. I was miserable. Leaving that and doing this for free with no income taught me a lot about how little I really need to be happy, or to provide for myself and my daughter, which is my priority. So, you have a 10 here, okay? Don't lose sight of where you're heading in the struggle, okay? A lot of times we forget how close we are to accomplishing milestones. Like you see this guy can't even see in front of him. In the traditional art, it's obscured how close he is to reaching his destination. And don't take on other people's struggles, okay? That's part of it too. You don't have to carry other people's shit. Through that, you'll find emotional balance. Through the self-realizations of self, real healing takes place. This is the most beautiful, like, positive card, I think. I'll take the star over the sun any day. It's good luck, fortune. It also, to me, speaks to, like, North Node, following your purpose, healing. find balance within yourself. I'll pull one more card. Aman, you know what I can promise you? And let's call this prophetic. I can promise you you're not going to be single for the rest of your life, okay? I'd actually suggest you're going to have 2 kids. And one of them's going to be named Stefan. I'm just kidding about that part. What's your grandma's name, by the way? Okay. Damn. Okay. Aman, this is the most powerful fucking reading. And I'm so grateful to meet you. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, cycles, ending. Like, this is destined stuff for you to work through. And it's new love, too. Okay? You will meet somebody new, and it's going to be kind of fated. Saida? It took me like 30 minutes to get your name right. You'll have to tell me on Instagram how to pronounce it. Beautiful reading. I know you didn't sign up for me when you found this show. You thought I was just going to tell you were going to meet somebody next month. Interesting question, NATO. I love questions. That's why my show's called Ask Me Anything. NATO asks, according to me, is intuition could come from only our own spirit, or is intuition could come from many sources? It's a really interesting question. And just rephrase the according to me, because I'm not judge, jury, or executioner on anything. I guess this is my perspective. Sorry guys, I got a call. NATO, this is my perspective that I would never impose on others, but it's my perspective that I've gained through lived experiences that, in my opinion, have left me absent of any room for any doubt. To me, you have your intuition, which comes from here, not here. And finding that is a different topic for another day, but through that, for myself, again, not speaking for others, through that and like acceptance of that, and some level of understanding that, and listening to it, and not rejecting it, or talking myself out of it, or trying to intellectualize it, through listening to that, in some ways through a blind faith, because that's what intuition is. It is regularly supported through external intuitive signs to help confirm that I am on the right path. So to answer your question, I don't know if I would call it intuition when it's external, because I don't think it can be. But I guess part of intuition to me is trusting what you feel and trusting what you see, and not rejecting it. Some could be in confusion between thought and intuitive message. Many people are. You know, I say kind of in a overly romantic, but truly, I think, authentic way. You know, to me, like real, like love, true love, is like the rawest form of intuition. Like at the rawest, most basic level. Because, like, when you really, truly, like deeply love someone, you feel it. Like, you feel it in your core, like in your, you feel it. It's not something that you have to think about. You feel it. As I get body chills talking about this, that is your intuition for anybody who needs some kind of baseline. You know, I always say that with a person that we're unsure about, because I have a lot of people come here asking, oh, should I, you know, I don't know if this person's right for me. A person, it should feel right. It should feel right. If we have to send it up to our left brain and we have to tell ourselves that it's right or convince ourselves or spend a lot of time thinking and ruminating on if it's right, it probably isn't, and that's not your intuition. That's you making choices for all the wrong reasons about someone. It should feel right. Love feels right. It's not something you have to think about or justify. Good for you, Hamid. Love your style. Guys, Aman, are you still here, by the way? I hope we get to connect on Instagram. Guys, I'm hitting like almost 2 hours. I'm getting a little energetically fried, especially after seeing Aman's grandmother. So I'm probably gonna call it for the night. But if anyone's interested in a private reading today or tomorrow, just email me or connect with me on Instagram. Shrav and Zuper, I'm just about to end the show for chat questions, but I'm available for private readings. I charge $40 for half an hour, so pretty reasonable, and $75 for an hour. If anyone's interested, my email, my Instagram are in the video descriptions and on my channel page, and you can reach out to me. We can schedule something. So sure, absolutely, man. And I'm Stefan. It's great to meet you. Yeah, just feel free to email me or message me on Instagram. And NATO, it's great to meet you, by the way. Thanks for all the cerebral, well thought out questions. I love questions that we don't have answers for. And I also appreciate healthy debate. So I know that I have very strong opinions about certain things, and I don't expect everybody to agree with me, you know? So bye, Debbie. Yeah, Shravan, just email me or connect with me on Instagram, and it's great to meet you. And I'd be happy to set up a private with you. It'd be one-on-one off air, so. Damn, good readings today. All right, I'm at this really cool bar. I think I might as well grab a drink. Okay, all right, guys. Shravan, I'll look for your email, okay? And yeah, NATO, great to meet you. Please feel free to connect with me on Instagram. So, okay, guys, enjoy your evening.